right. I'm the editor of the newsletter 9 Patch News for the Woodstock Quilt Guild, and I am hosting what we're calling the Purge. This is our last month. We finally made our way all around our sewing room, and we're going to end with our UFOs. So UFO is unfinished object, unfinished project, something you started that you haven't got finished yet. What essentially we did is we listened to the Karen Brown, Just Get Her Done declutter, and everything has been based on her. And this last month being the UFO month is something that we need to seriously look at and see what we're going to keep and what we're going to get rid of. So anything that you have cut fabric for, we're going to consider a UFO. I'd like you to get them all out. I'd like you to look at them, and I'd like you to ask yourself some questions. So the questions this month are going to be, do you want to finish it? Do you love it? Why have you not finished it? So first of all, do you want to finish it? Because a lot of times some of our projects are quite old and we've lost interest in it, or it was fun for a while and I just don't want to work on that anymore. So we need to ask some serious questions. Why haven't I finished it? If I haven't finished it because I don't want to finish it anymore, then that means I probably should move on. We tend to start things, and then myself, I have a hard time finishing things sometimes. So doing the UFO purge was actually very good for me. I'll show you what I did. It always comes back down to how much room you have for storage. Although UFOs, you want to kind of pay attention to how many projects you have on the go, and I'll tell you how I did that as well. So I want you to get them all out, and I want you to ask yourself these questions. Are you going to finish it? Do you love it? And why haven't you finished it? So it has to do with storage again. So this is where I keep my UFOs, is right here in this part right here. The tote doesn't count, but these are all UFO. They're not necessarily UFOs because some of them haven't even been cut out. I also do have another spot over here in a dresser that's in the bottom drawer. I keep it as well. What I did, because I like to start things and not finish them, is I made a list. My list is not just of UFOs, but my list is of every project that I either am working on or I would like to work on. It started out small, and as I was going through my UFOs, I found that it really did get bigger. So also, I'm a list maker. I like to check things off. So sometimes I write stuff on the list just so that I can mark it off. So what I did with this list of mine, this is all my projects, not just UFOs, but I made sure that I put it somewhere. It's right in front of my sewing machine, so that when I get that urge to start something new, I'll look at that and I'll say no. And I usually will make little deals with myself, is that if there's projects on there I haven't started yet, well, you have to cross 3 off before you're allowed to start that. And little tricks like that really work for me. So you have to look at what you have, what kind of sewing you like to do, and decide if you're going to finish that UFO. You've got a month really to decide. If you don't want to have it, then you can donate it to the auction. What's your oldest UFO? Well, I have one that I started when my kid was going to school in kindergarten, so that would make it like, I don't know, 20 years old. So I do have a couple of them that are quite old. Not a lot of them, because a lot of the older ones I've gotten rid of because I've lost interest. So I really would like to thank you all for coming. Essentially, you've been with me through this whole purge. I started out last summer because I couldn't find something in my sewing room, deciding that I wanted to go through the whole room. I figured if I was going to do that, then you should come along with me. So I hope that you had a good time. Most importantly, I've gotten a lot of stuff for the auction. I'm doing weekend auctions now. I'm going to continue that. There's going to be 80 items every weekend between now and June 2nd. June 2nd is going to be our big auction with an auctioneer. And I'm also making a list so that you can see what's going to be in there in the auction before you come. It'll be a silent auction as well as a real auction. I also hope that you got some good use out of the measurements that I gave you. We went over all 3 of your stations, your sewing machine station, your cutting machine, and your iron station. And it's really important that you look after your back. So I hope that you got a lot of information out of that. So anyway, I do have quite a few auction items for our big auction. I did a little video just to kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing. And I'm going to put that here on the end of it. So I really appreciate everybody getting on board with this. All of the money raised is going to be going to the Villa Madonna, which is the retreat house where a lot of quilters go to. It's a huge place. They could certainly use some extra money, I'm sure. So I want to tell you guys how much I appreciate that. This is March 30th. I'm getting ready to do my monthly report with the weekend auctions. We are at $2,400 that we have raised for the villa. So with the big auction coming, I'm hoping that we're going to hit a big number for them. I'm sure that they'll appreciate it. So have a little look at all of the stuff that we've got coming out. I'm going to be going through all of the auction stuff again. And don't forget, June 2nd, that's a Tuesday, 4:30, the doors open at the KC Hall. Thank you all for entertaining me. See ya. Hi, I'm Janet Wright. I'm the editor of the newsletter for the Woodstock Quilt Guild. I decided to purge my sewing room last year, and I thought everybody else should do it with me. I had absolutely no idea how much of a job this was going to be. So I'd like to show you what I have currently for our June 2nd auction. So what I already have in storage starts here at that blue bag up there, and it goes all the way over here to this blue box up here. Up there we have 166 quilt kits, as well as all kinds of other stuff. But then we run out of room, so I had to find some more room. So we put some stuff over here. So all the stuff in this corner up here also belongs to the Quilt Guild. Now that's just what I have in storage. So let me show you what else I have. So this is the room that I work in currently. So I put the stuff up here on the table, and then I've got some lighting so that I can do a little bit quicker. I also have a section down here for everybody that needs to pick up their stuff. In case I'm not here and Shane has to get it out for you, it's all packaged and it's all ready. Over here on the floor, this is what I'm dealing with currently. So I'm going through it and making sure that everything gets photographed and processed. Come with me. This is some of the books that we have. So we have some stuff here. Come around the corner. This is this weekend's auction. So I have 2 totes here, and I'll have to deal with all this on Monday. Then we come over here. These 2 totes here are fabric that I haven't dealt with yet. This is next week's auction is in here. The week after that is this one. I still have more. If you come down here, I have from here to here that belongs to the Quilt Guild that I am still processing. And I also have more back here. This was the original space that I was going to have. This is where all the books and stuff is. So I've asked my boss for a leave of absence from my job, and luckily she's really nice and she told me that I could have a leave of absence. So essentially I am now the Quilt Guild auctioneer until June 2nd, and then I will return to my paying job. Have fun, girls.